Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and 3. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as a tackle made at the 18.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Allen going to try and keep it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An early decision point here, Charles, maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL
that
seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll work it ahead to about the 28, gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle, Achane gets around him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua on the bootleg here. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua as his guys are able to extend their lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out come the Bills. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They have things going their way.
And out come the Dolphins now. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, here's Tua. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's Berrios, complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Third and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Deontay Hardy back deep. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen and the Bills set to take over again. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions, as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Sanders on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
You better believe it, baby. You better believe.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen to throw once more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
But Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this is now a 1-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Going deep for Diggs. And it'll be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now.
And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Allen off the play fake. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. To the air, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 7.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Allen now on 1st down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Once again, it's Mostert.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Now a 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
In motion left is Davis. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
129 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Cook up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Allen now looks to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Dawson Knox managing to stay in bounds. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one left side caught by Berrios. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I've played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running the counter with Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Got a man. It's Barrios, complete. His first catch of this 3rd quarter. He had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Here I come.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's incomplete. Here's second and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
151 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here's Cook again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Murray. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle, Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami set to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Allen off the bootleg. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. On the return, Hardy. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air, so the guys on defense, they had to feel like that was a big opportunity, and it was missed. They needed a play to help turn things around a little bit. Ball's in the air. Can they rally to it and get it? On that play, they weren't able to. They'll take the ball, bat it away, but boy, they missed a big chance there.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a 1st down and 1 less down to try and get it. Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9.
Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They go back to Murray on 1st down.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get him for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. On 1st down, Murray fights loose. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Six yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Murray.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now they'll run. Murray. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Latavius Murray punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
This is caught by Waddle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now. Down by 12. 34 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Now Allen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Down to an ego's Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.